Hey peeps, I'm Effie with the 144 Energy. I don't know if you've had a bit of a past few days like me, but pretty much it's been a bit of a trip, a universal trip. You may be ascending and you may have levelled up, so you may be feeling a bit jet lagged from that, and you've been called to rest, and you've just been resting out of nowhere. You trust in your inner self, follow your intuition, trust your gut. Okay. Always follow yourself first and foremost. But you may have also been under like a bit of spiritual warfare, especially this weekend. It seems to be a bit of a theme of the week. Spirit saying like from one end of the world to the other. So congratulations, because if you hear reading this, you've stayed true to yourself. You stay true to your path, or you're staying true to your path. Yeah, look, I've had zero sleep last night. I actually could not get to sleep. Apparently, around about 2 o'clock in the mornings when my sacral chakra was getting attacked, so I had to tell these entities, Jess, how you going, to fuck right off, lovingly, peace, love and light, and stop it, because it's getting beyond the joke now with this Masonic bullshit. If you know, you know. I know. Why's that? Because I'm getting the downloads, mate. Peace, love and light, though. Like, I wish is all peace, love and light. Just fuck off and leave me alone. Like, I'm here on a mission. Anyway, that's just for the cross watchers in the back and all that. So, but pretty much, Spirit's laughing at me. Hang on. Just had to get it out there. But pretty much, yeah, I know. I just want to know how much you was paid. Was it worth it, mate? No. Anyway, the little wannabe elites of Tasmania. Yeah. Anyway, so the spiritual attack last night was pretty full on. So I had it coming from the sacral chakra. I had it coming from a narcissistic individual's mother. And it's for the love of the child. So I understand that it was a mother's unconditional love. So I've lovingly forgiven that, sent them peace, love and light, so they can see things from the perspective that I see things. Because I've copped that evil entity spirit my whole lifetime, you know, the narcissistic vibe. So I grew up with a narcissistic father. He tried to, well, he didn't try, he kind of succeeded for most of our lifetimes in regards. So I've got 3 siblings, one I've actually never grown up with. Her mother did the right thing and got her away from our father. And I'm just saying that plainly, like I sent him all the love and light in the world as well too, just from a distance. And I've forgiven them all. That was part of my shadow work. So yeah, sorry Spirit. So back onto this narcissistic entity. I've been dealing with it for a whole lifetime, you know. Putting this narcissistic entity first on its body, jump from individual to individual to individual, because evil can do that. If a person's that's controlling our human form avatar is in a low vibrational self, like they're alcoholic, they're into heavy substance abuse, they're got no moral high standings within themselves, they don't give a shit about anything outside themselves, they're very egotistic and self-centered and self-absorbed, and they're in competition with everyone, they want to be better than everyone else. That is a narcissist, just in a nutshell, okay? The only person you should be competing with is with yourself, and you want to be better than the person you was yesterday. Anyway, so it's, yeah, look, you've been under spiritual attack. If it's been a couple of days like me, just know that there is underlying triggers behind the incoming traumas. Okay, once you realise what the incoming triggers are, that's where your power lies. So I mean, I had a nice vent to Spirit, Creator, Source, Most High yesterday. And I've been forgiven for how I used to vent. So after my mum passed away, like, I saw some really horrible things with that, and that was all part of the karmic lessons that I had to learn, and that was part of my mum's karma as well, with the way she passed away. But, you know, I've forgiven it all. I send her love and light, you know, even though she still looks after my brother from the afterlife. It's like, that's another lesson that he needs to keep learning, you know. It's, Mummy's always going to look after you, mate. You need to learn to stand on your own 2 feet. It's a lesson that I need to teach my children. You know, this will be the ultimate lesson Spirit is saying, to make sure I don't accept these narcissistic traits back as they get older, because as people get older, they're susceptible to the entertainment and the bullshit that they're seeing on the internet, the games they're playing, you know, the gaming games, the sports and entertainment keeps everybody stuck in a mindset of lack. If you know, you know. If you don't, start looking into it. Like, Hollywood's all interlinked with this, and it's part of the illusion, and they get paid, and you all glorify them as celebrities, and they're parading that in front of you. I think you all love and light when you discover that when that penny drops, it'll be like a what the fuck, the Matrix bullshit is real, and you'll start unseeing. You won't be able to unsee once you start seeing, okay? But use your discernment when you start seeing these synchronicities, when Creator Source starts showing you these truths, okay? But yeah, so the narcissistic entity is a demonic entity, pretty much, and once you can come to that realisation that is a trigger. So I've grown up with this since I was a child, day dot, pretty much. You know, it was a habit my father ingrained into my mother, and my great grandmother, yeah, bless her cottons, you know. She was a stubborn woman, but I don't think she cottoned onto it quick enough, you know. And by that stage, it was too late, you know. So Effie the second's here to break these family generational curses, and here I am ticking them all off the list, you know. And I've put in the hard work. So yeah, so last night, the spiritual attack, it was a bit of hard work. I've probably had maybe 2.5 hours sleep since 6 o'clock this morning. Spirit's like, yeah, okay, they've all nicked off. You can clock off for a couple of hours. I woke up at 8:30, and I'm feeling a little bit jet lagged, but I'm feeling okay because I got rid of all the grey hairs last night. So I dyed my hair yesterday, gave myself a bit of TLC, and yeah, so just keep going. Spiritual attacks are real. Face your shadow self. Do the inner work. That's the moral of Enlightenment with Effie today, is narcissistic entities are there to trigger you emotionally, to get you to go within. The devil doesn't realise that that's the end game, pretty much. That's how it will work with chosen ones. You know, it's and once you start recognising the pattern, you'll see this entity jumping from person to person. You know, it's pretty surreal, actually. It is pretty surreal. But stay true to yourself, stay on path. I don't know how much I got off subject with this, but spiritual warfare is real. I've been cleansing, I've been, you know, setting off the Palo Santos, and this is the last of my Logos Sage, you know, my sticker sage, whatever you want to call it. You know, I've been cleansing, I've been working with my crystals and stuff like that, so, and I've been meditating, you know, practicing mindfulness and trying to activate my chakras, because I'm an ADHD as well, so that's where all my high energy medically comes from. And I'm also on the spectrum, so I do see things from a different perspective. Yeah, let me know if you feel like you've been coming up against any spiritual warfare. Like, when you stop and think about it, like Spirit says, sit down, make yourself a hot cup of tea. Spirit will have a chat with you. Just go quiet, meditate, go within. You know, yeah. If you're struggling with that's another thing as well, frequencies. Like, be mindful of the frequencies that you're around, okay? Because we carry a unique frequency within ourselves. We're all connected, we're all universally connected. And that's we're all universally connected, and Spirit's just told me that, so I'm just like, yeah. So the narcissistic trait may not just be DNA ingrained to us, like genetically through blood relatives, like with me and my birth father per se, but we've been genetically coded to put up with this kind of behaviour within ourselves. We're not meant to be 10-stranded DNA, we're meant to be 12. You know, once you spiritually awaken, you'll unlock those two DNA strands, and you won't be stuck on the finite loop that's been created, you will become infinite. Or, you know, the infinity. The knowledge is yours, peeps. You've just got to open up and start seeing things for what they really are. Everything that we're perceiving with these two eyes here in this physical realm. There's so much more to it. Think of it, what Spirit's saying, think of it like a never-ending onion. Like the most massive onion in the world. The more layers you peel back, there's more to discover. Okay? But just be open. Trust the process, trust the journey. I'm so very trusting in the journey right now, and I'm just so grateful to Creator Source for guiding me this way, because I would not have made it this far if I had not have had the guidance, the downloads from Creator Source, Most High. If I did not have the protection of my ancestors, my angels, my guardian angels, oh my word. You've got no idea how protected you are, and I understand that everything has been hit. That did kind of hit me. You know, I'm grateful for those lessons because I've learnt from them. You know, but yeah, in regards to this narcissistic mother, like sending monitoring spirits, enough's enough. Enough is enough. Even Spirit saying enough is enough. We understand that you're hurt. You know within yourself that we did actually nothing to cause this. I'm just going to leave it on this note, peeps. Whatever you do within yourselves and however you conduct yourselves on a daily basis, Spirit wants you to know. As long as you do things in the greatest of good, with the highest intentions, so the best of intentions for your highest good, and harm to none, take heed, bring harm to none. Things will always work out in balance. Doesn't matter if you're being spiritually attacked by one lot of people, 10 lots of people, fucking whole system, corporate system. Just know you will always be protected. Just stay true to your calling, stay true to your path. Okay. Oh, that was a bit of an enlightenment with Effie. I haven't even taken like more than 3 sips of my cup of tea. Anyway, food for thought, peeps. Peace, love and light.